Rain hammered the windows of a small apartment in Chicago while 14-year-old Ethan sat on the floor staring at an overdue electricity bill. His mom was asleep on the couch after working a double shift at a diner. His dad cleaning empty office buildings downtown all night long. Every night at 2 a.m., Ethan would hear the apartment door creak open. His father would walk in quietly, exhausted, smelling like bleach and cold winter air, but no matter how tired he was, he always smiled. One night, Ethan finally asked, "Dad, why do you keep smiling when life keeps beating us?" His father looked at him for a long moment. Then he said something Ethan would never forget. "Because son, pain is temporary, but quitting stays with you forever." That sentence hit Ethan hard. The next morning, he looked around their tiny apartment. Peeling paint, broken heater, empty fridge, and his mother pretending she wasn't hungry so he could eat the last slice of bread. That was the moment he made a promise to himself. One day, I'll change all of this. But life didn't suddenly become easier. At school, kids laughed at his worn-out shoes. Some called him the janitor's kid. Others said people like him never make it out. Every insult felt like a knife, but instead of breaking him, it built him. Every morning before school, Ethan delivered newspapers. After school, he stocked shelves at the grocery store. At night, while everyone else slept, he studied, sometimes until his eyes burned, sometimes while hearing his parents whisper about unpaid rent in the next room. Still, he kept going. Years passed. One winter evening, Ethan came home and saw his father sitting silently at the kitchen table. No smile this time, just tears. His company had fired him. 20 years of cleaning buildings, gone in one sentence. Ethan watched the strongest man he knew break down for the first time in his life, and that night, he cried too. But while his father saw an ending, Ethan saw a reason to fight harder. He applied for every scholarship he could find. Rejected, rejected, rejected again, until finally one letter arrived. "Congratulations! A full scholarship." His mother cried, holding the letter against her chest. His father turned away, pretending to look out the window, so nobody would see him crying. College was brutal. Ethan worked 3 jobs. Sometimes he slept in his car. Sometimes he skipped meals for days. But every time he wanted to quit, he remembered his father pushing a mop through empty hallways at 2 a.m. So he kept moving, one step at a time. Years later, Ethan built his own company. Small at first, then bigger, then massive. The same office buildings his father once cleaned now invited Ethan as a guest speaker. One day, he stood on a stage overlooking the city. Thousands of people applauded him. Lights everywhere, success everywhere. But Ethan wasn't looking at the crowd. He was looking at the front row, at his father, still wearing simple clothes, still humble, still smiling. Ethan walked off the stage, knelt beside his dad, and whispered, "You were right, Dad. Pain is temporary." Tears rolled down his father's face as Ethan handed him a small envelope. Inside was one sentence, paid in full. A house, no more night shifts, no more cleaning buildings, no more choosing between rent and food.